As you may know, ALEC are becoming an academy, so we're going to interview Mr. Hartley to find out more.
So the first question is, why are we actually becoming an academy?
Well, you're becoming an academy because your governors and your head teacher have decided that's the best way forward for the school, and it will give an opportunity for ALEC Hunter to form a long-lasting partnership with another school, my school, Saffron Walden County High School, in the part of Essex, and the teachers in the two schools will be able to work together, learn things from each other, and ensure that students in both schools do even better in the future than they've done in the past.
What are the positive points of becoming an academy?
Well, the really positive points, I think, are that you've got a bigger group of teachers who can learn more about teaching from each other by talking about their experiences in different schools, which the two schools are in different situations, and one of the keys to successful schools is teachers talking together about teaching. And just by having a different school, my school over in Saffron Walden County High School, which has had quite a number of successes over in recent years, we believe that teaching the two schools will be able to learn lots of useful things from each other, which will affect the way that the students learn in both schools for the better.
What changes will be made to our school?
What changes? Well, what we're hoping is that over the next few years we will see the results at ALEC Hunter steadily increasing. Thinking particularly about the GCSE results.
How will these changes affect us?
Well, I hope what you will notice as students is that over time your lessons become even more stimulating and creative than they are at the moment, and there may be an opportunity for you to be some joint visits, some joint things going on where the students of the two schools come together to do something together as students in the two schools.
Will there be any effects on your school?
Well, interestingly, there already are, that from teachers who have already been coming over from Saffron Walden County High School have already picked up some useful ideas which they're putting into practice back at Saffron Walden.
In the future, could pupils have more of a say in how the school is running?
Well, I think you already have, through your student voice, or student council, do you call it here? Student council, you already have a say in that, and I think both schools will continue to want to listen to what students think about the way they learn. Certainly at my school we have groups of students who talk specifically about their learning, what helps them learn, what makes their learning more difficult, and we try and then adjust our teaching to reflect that. And there's another group of students who are talking about the way the school is organised in terms of the rules and the regulations and all that kind of thing. And then there's another group which is particularly looking at the school environment, about recycling and issues like that. So I think there will be increasing opportunities in both schools for students to work alongside teachers to improve their schools.
Would any teachers change?
I don't know. I don't think there'll be any immediate changes about teachers. As at the moment, teachers sometimes move on to new jobs, and new teachers come into the school, and they will continue to be like that.
When we become an academy, will any rules be changed or added?
There are no specific changes anticipated, and of course, as far as rules and so on, that kind of thing, that will really not be a decision for the wider Academy Trust. That will be a decision for Mr. Lorne and the teachers here.
When are we changing fully to an academy? Is there a deadline?
Well, the date when it's supposed to happen is April the 1st. Beginning of next month, and we're hoping we'll meet that deadline. If it's not April the 1st, it will certainly be May the 1st.
How does the process of becoming an academy work?
Well, it's very complicated and very boring, and all sorts of administrative and bureaucratic things have to happen, and they're all happening at the moment in the background. But we've got some people who we've brought in to help us do that, and everything should be completed by the end of this month.
Why did you want to become an academy with ALEC Hunter, not any other school?
Well, we were originally approached by Mr. Lawn, who talked to me in the autumn about whether we could, about the possibility of developing a partnership, and I've worked with Mr. Lawn before when I was a head teacher in Braintree. 10 years ago I was head teacher at Hartley High School for a period, and I appointed Mr. Lawn to that school. And I've got a very high regard for Mr. Lawn and what he's trying to do here. So when he came to me and asked if I was interested and my school was interested in working alongside ALEC Hunter, it seemed a great opportunity to take.
We found out that you were the head teacher of Nutley before and changed it around. Do you believe you could do the same thing to ALEC?
Well, I think, I hope that I and the teachers at my school are going to make a contribution to that, but the people who are really going to move ALEC Hunter forward are the staff who are here at the moment, and also you lot, the students, who I'm sure are going to enjoy the new opportunities of the academy and work hard and make sure you do really well in terms of your academic work.
Could there be any problems with this?
Well, it's all going very smoothly up to this point, and I'm not anticipating any particular problems, but there are bound to be some sorts of challenges that lie ahead, and that I'm sure we'll be able to work through them.
Do you feel that ALEC will help benefit your school?
Yes, I do. Yes, I mean, I already mentioned whenever schools work together. Whether a school, however successful or unsuccessful a school is, you always learn things from each other. And as I mentioned earlier, then we've already picked up some interesting ideas about things that you do here, things in terms of your exercise books and so on, which we're thinking of implementing at Saffron Walden.
What would you like the future of ALEC Hunter to be like?
Well, what I want for ALEC Hunter is I want that every student who comes to this school to buy into your school mission statement to be the best you possibly can be. A phrase which we use at my school, which is really the same idea expressed in almost the same way, is the idea of personal best. The aim is that every student who comes to this school should achieve their absolute personal best in terms of their academic potential. And they'll leave ALEC Hunter with a great set of GCSE results, with the ability to continue to learn either at sixth form college or going into employment and that kind of thing, and be ready to take their place in adult society.
And finally, what's your personal opinion on academies?
I think academies are having a really good impact on schools in England, and but I guess more importantly than just academies as such is the idea of schools working in partnership together, of learning things from each other, so that when two schools work in partnership together, if it's done well and organised properly and well led, then both schools improve, and I'm sure that's what's going to happen for Saffron Walden County High School and ALEC Hunter.
Thanks Mr. Hartley for the interview. For more articles, click here.